Today I'm changing the wheel bearings on the 2009 Nissan. Got the tire off already. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna try to take this all out of one piece. It's only two bolts. This one and another one on the bottom. It's 22 millimeter. I'm gonna squeeze the brake pads in with a clamp, just so it can give me some play, so I can pull it out. And I'm gonna loosen this bolt and the other one. I'm gonna take a flathead screwdriver, pop this out, so I can remove my brake cable. I got a hanger here that I'm gonna use to hang the brake assembly up on my spring, help hold it out of the way. That's my first step, and I'm gonna come back and see if I have any trouble. I'll let y'all know. This is an aftermarket rotor, so it should be able to just slide right off. Got the brake assembly off, hanging. What I had to do was just put my clamp in there, squeeze it a little bit, help get it off the rotor. The rotor just slipped right off. Now it's 4 bolts I need to take off from the back side. I'm not sure of the size yet. 1, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. It looks like I might reach it from the back. Again, I'm gonna try to do this without removing the ball joint, anything else. Then you also gotta take out the cotter pin, and I'm not sure the size of this bolt either. But I'm gonna try to back. I think I'm gonna try this first, because I got a feeling I'm gonna need these lug nuts to help break this with a crowbar or something to the floor. Okay, so I took the cotter pin off first. Some pliers, you see it's broke. I think I'm gonna have to get another one. And I just pulled it out. Just tapped it out. And then for this, before you start this job, make sure you have a 32 millimeter deep socket. This one was barely caught on there, and I got lucky and it came off. So just make sure you have a deep socket, 32 millimeter. Okay, now for the 4 bolts. Okay, I got the 4 bolts out. These were 17 millimeter, and I didn't have to remove the knuckle or nothing. Just got them off from the back. I used a breaker bar and this with a short extension, and I was able to get to all of them. I had this one on that one. Got the breaker bar to break the nut loose, and then I finished it off with these. And there's your 4 bolts. Now I'm gonna unloosen this one just a little bit. Then I'm gonna put something right here. Try to pop this off. Well, I could probably tap it right here. Let me see. First I'm gonna try this. Bring this up to here. Flush. So when I hit it with the hammer right here, it doesn't mess up my threads. So I'm gonna tap it right there. Oh, look at that, I don't even have to. So you see that's moving back, so I don't have to loosen that up. So now what I just have to do is break this free. So I'm gonna stick something in there, tap it with a hammer. I could probably tap it with a hammer right here, and it'll pop off. This is getting replaced anyways. Okay, take this bearing off. First I put one of these bolts back, threaded it in, a little bit, just so when you go beating on it, don't fall on you. So put the bolt in, then I use this combination of this, wedge it in here, hit it with the little mini sledgehammer, and it broke free. So now, as you can see, now I just got to take my bolt back off, and this should come right off. Okay, this is what it looks like once you pull it off. See, that says the little L mark there to the left side. Now you see these notches. Try to put them back exactly how it was. It's pretty much the part right there. And there's the new one. As you can see, this one's kind of rusty. So, see how it rides after the new one goes in. I'm gonna clean that off with some brake cleaner. Put the other one back. Okay, also what you want to do is remove your sensor before you take the wheel bearing off, because it sits in here in one of these grooves in there like that. So make sure, I almost messed this one up, but it's still good. So just make sure you take this off before you go taking off this wheel bearing. And also before you put your wheel bearing back on, you want to make sure you clean all this corrosion and all this stuff off. Maybe with a wire brush and some spray or something. Just get it nice and clean. This is a 10mm nut. Okay. So this is some of the problems I came across. I got these wheel bearings here off of Amazon for 50 bucks each, but they were no good because these holes here, when you go to put this on like that hole's supposed to line up. This hole is supposed to line up with the sensor. And you take this out, so extra, it goes in about an inch. It wasn't lining up, the hole wasn't lining up, so you couldn't put this back. So that's what you get, what you paid for. So these are going back to Amazon, and I had to run to AutoZone and get these for $120, and it went in no problems. Sensor went in no problems. Now to torque these four bolts down to 65 pounds-feet. And if you don't have one of these, I strongly recommend you get one. A torque wrench. You don't have to get a fancy one like this, but it helps. So everything was just in reverse. Got my sensor on tight. I got these on tight. I put my nuts in tight. Got my cotter pin back in. Now I gotta put my rotor and my brake assembly back on the rotor, and this side is done. Okay, now I'm doing the passenger side. Now this is another note. This nut here on the passenger side is not the same as the driver side. The driver side is a 32 mil. I'm not sure what that one is, but I rented this tool set from Advanced Auto and had the size I needed to take this side out. So do yourself a favor and rent this. 59 bucks, you get your money back.